Hello, viewers. It's another episode of Career Chronicle Chat with Adebisi. Today, I'm featuring a phenomenal woman who has been doing something great in the life of teachers. Join me as I welcome Tomiwa Ogundun. Now, here is a little bio about Tomiwa Ogundun. Tomiwa Ogundun is not just an early child education consultant, she is a passionate advocate for nurturing young minds and the educators who shape them. Within 7 years immersed in preschool education, Tomiwa's journey from classroom teacher to consultant has equipped her with a unique blend of practical experience and strategic vision. As a consultant, she is a trusted partner to educational institutions specializing in organizational overhauls, crafting engaging curriculums, and empowering educators through targeted professional development. But her commitment extends beyond the classroom. Tomiwa is a vocal champion for teacher mental health, having authored the Teacher Pop Handbook and co-hosting the After School Hangout Podcast. I believe in the profound impact of educator well-being on child development drives our work to create a supportive and thriving learning. With a bachelor degree in early childhood education from the University of Ibadan and a deep understanding of the early years foundation stage, Tomiwa's approach is rooted in holistic child development. Beyond her professional pursuits, she finds inspiration in writing, painting, and spending quality time with loved ones. This balanced perspective enriches our ability to connect with educators and create impactful solutions. Tomiwa's dedication to fostering a brighter future for children and their teacher is evident in every aspect of our work. Thank you, Tomiwa, for honoring my invitation. Welcome to Career Chronicle Chat with Adebisi once again. So, Tomiwa, I so much love what you do in relation to teachers' mental health because we all know what teachers pass through, and it's not an easy thing because I've been there. I know what it means, and I don't think I've had anybody doing something related to teachers' mental health before, and that's where my first question comes from. That what actually inspired you to become an advocate for teachers' mental health?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I'm really excited. Very excited for the conversation as well. So I would say the inspiration I got to go into teacher mental health stemmed from my personal life and my personal experiences, right? I am a teacher to the core. I've always been a classroom until recently anyway. And so what that meant is that I kind of like went through the motions of burnout, of teacher burnout, which is something that most teachers go through. A lot of teachers don't have the right words to describe it or even the right resources to help pull them out of burnout when they experience burnout. So I experienced burnout firsthand, and it was not a very nice sight. And it made me realize that to be an effective teacher, to be a great teacher that I would always want to be, I needed to also put certain part of my life needed to pay attention to really. And when I started doing that for myself, I then started to think, oh, if you can go through this, I'm pretty sure there are other teachers that also go through this and probably don't have anyone to talk to. They don't think that it's even a thing, right? I started to read more about it and all that. And I'm like, oh, you know what? This thing is not, and it's not even just peculiar to Nigerian teachers because of the pay, it's because of the crime and all of that. Teachers are one of the most stressed workers in the world. In fact, there is a statistic that shows that when you are comparing jobs, you compare teaching with a military officer, like somebody that is in the war zone, right? Or maybe some also compare it to being a surgeon, like just that level of I don't want to use the word stress, but that level of just applying yourself, right? Teachers also go through it. And so because of that, it's important that there is adequate provision to help them kick against burnout, to help them, stay optimal in their mental health.
Thank you very much. That is a whole lot of journey, and I like the fact that you think beyond your own personal pains. Like you look at the way you experience burnout, and you're like, okay, I think this problem can be something that I need to create awareness about, and you try to solve a problem that is so common, and it's a real problem. Yes, it's a real problem among the teachers. Okay, during this your advocacy, can you share a significant achievement in your journey as a teacher mental health advocate?
Okay. Sorry. So give me a second. Sorry. I'm trying to make sure that the sound, are you hearing any
I'm hearing
noise?
you. No, 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 no.
You're just hearing only me, okay? Because I'm hearing noise from outside this room. So I
Oh,
have to
no,
make
no.
sure I study. Okay, yes. So you said something significant, a significant achievement, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I think one of the peak periods of me um, just essentially dealing with this mental health thing was probably during COVID year. And we know how COVID was for everybody.
Yes.
COVID, COVID year was a lot. And personally for me, it meant like more tasks, different areas and all of that, just balancing a lot of things. And I'm not even going to lie to you. I had one of my friends who was a crying partner, like which is one of my close friends. All we just did, she also teaches. And all we did at the end of the day, all each other pick up the phone and I said, babe, how far? She says, oh, I had a very stressful day. I will just cry. We'll literally just cry and say, okay, don't worry, we've got this. We can do tomorrow, we can do tomorrow. Okay, bye, and all of that. And as much as stressful as that year was, it was also like a very pivotal moment for me because it's the year that I wrote a book. I took the time to write a book and put a lot of my thoughts about mental health down, mental health for teachers, right? About it down. Also, it was also the year that I started like a network for teachers just to address mental health, right?
Okay.
Through that, interestingly, it was also the year that we started the podcast. And through
Wow.
that, we begin to address mental health conversations for teachers and different people, different ways. And just just when this conversation starts, just the light bulb moment that you see with teachers, and you just realize, oh wow, people did not know how important their mental health is, right? Is enough for me. Like it's like a very huge satisfaction. A step further is also talking to schools about things that they could do, strategies that they could employ to ensure that their teachers have optimal mental health, right? And sometimes employers are trying to do the best for their businesses, right? And they don't realize how some of their practices affect affect teachers adversely. And most all the times that I've ever had to have this conversation with school owners, there's always been a, oh wow, we do this and we did not even realize that this is something that is detrimental to our teachers' health. Because guess what? If your teachers are not okay, you don't get good outputs, you don't get
Of course.
the results that you want.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for your own good, for the good of your business, if you're so business oriented, and you should actually take the time to make sure that for me, those are the achievements, authoring a book and also being able to speak about mental health for teachers in with teachers and also with school.
That is a whole lot. Those achievements are actually great because personally, I've never heard of somebody talking about teachers' mental health, having a network, and I just want to ask this question: do you have a community support for teachers?
Yeah. Okay, so yes, we do. Although currently it's morphing, it's
Okay.
in a way it's now accommodating more maybe like teachers, accommodating parents as well, because I believe that this conversation should be a large conversation, and all these people are stakeholders, school owners, teachers, parents. These are all people that are part of the ecosystem, the climb, the education climb. And one is not balanced without the other. That's the truth.
Yes,
And
that's
so
true.
having everybody in the community just understanding how important teachers are and how important it is to teach and mentor really helps. So it's more fun. So on Instagram, the Teacher Pop Network, that's what it's called, the Teacher Pop Network, and it's
Okay.
more. So if you go there now, you probably get content that is not just for that's not for teachers only, right? What we've also tried to do in the past, and that's something that's going to come back, is that we try to have something just as simple as having hangouts, yes, monthly hangouts for teachers. And
Mm-hmm.
it's this is different from because I know in Lagos we do a lot of trainings for teachers. We do training, which can also, in a way, is development, but there's a way that you can do it that also adds to teachers' stress. So this is like a total clear zone where we just come, just hang out together, talk about our shared experiences, that just happen, just unwind, really. And that's something that's going to come back really soon. It's going to come back. We took a break, it's going to come back because it was really fun when we do it. It was just that one thing that, every month as a teacher, every month, at least that one thing, you can look forward to it and you can go to and just unwind and just unwind, play games, be silly, all of that. Nobody's asking you any questions in this space. And that's something that's going to come back as well. Okay. So on Instagram, we're at Jacob Network.
Okay, I think I like that initiative of just hanging out and just chilling out. Like, just it's just a way of relieving those stress from your head, and cooling your head within a warm environment, a warm community where you feel welcomed. You've been doing a whole lot, and actually this problem you are solving is a real problem that needs to address, honestly. And most people don't see it as a problem. Even teachers that are passing through the mental health, they don't even know that they are passing through mental health problem. And what you're doing is actually creating awareness, getting people to know about it and finding solutions to the problem. So what are the unique perspectives or skills do you bring to your advocacy work? What are the skills?
One thing that I like to say, which you probably heard me say before, is that the concept of balance, right? Which is something that I'm always talking about. The concept of balance is very, very misjudged because we tend to think of balance as a 50, or I have 50% work, I have 50%, life, because work-life balance, I like to say it. That's not really how it works, because if you have that mindset, you're going to be frustrated. Because the truth is that life is in seasons. There are times of your life that you need to pay more attention to work. There are times of your life you need to pay more attention to your relationships. And yes, there are times that I've taken, just ask myself, what's more important in this time? Is it work? And so I would go to bed 2 a.m., wake up 5 a.m. in those periods, right? I mean, do it within reason, understand yourself. But what I'm trying to say is that there are also times that just total unwind, said no to a lot of things, just kept saying no, 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 because I was not time. It was just simply time for me to sit back, revitalize, yes, and re-energize myself for the next season. And so life is in seasons. You will burn yourself out mentally if you think that you can always keep that equilibrium. You can always have 50-50, right? And that's something I'm always talking about. It's really like take take just take the idea of how life is and take good use of that. Understanding that, okay, right now, this is what I need to focus on, and focus on it well, right? Also, another thing is using the resources around you, and I'm talking about the resources of people, using the resources around you for your own good. A lot of times we tend to go through just, going at everything head on by yourself and all of that. I have been there. And I know that it does not do you any good in the end. Collaborate when you can. And that's something that you constantly still trying to do. Every time I get the opportunity, I come back with it. And sometimes what it means for you to collaborate effectively is that you also have something to do, right? So you need to also better yourself. That's the truth. Yes, nobody likes someone that is just trying to take and lean all the time. So you need to, it's part of prioritizing your mental health to better yourself, because it means that it makes it easier for people to step in for you all the time, because you trust that you have the skills in area this or area that to be able to step in for you all the time. So actually better yourself, collaborate with other people, offer to help when you can, build relationships, build work relationships, but also build personal relationships. Have friends, like I like to say, have friends in different fields. I have friends teaching, I have friends in I have friends in medicine, and I'm saying like friends that I can call up calling favors and that, right? But I'm saying all of this to say use the resources of the friends. That's all you have, to be very honest. That's just all you
Yeah,
have.
I agree with you because it's good to collaborate with others. We can't do it all alone. And collaboration skills is an essential skill that we need to have as a teacher as well. It's going to go a long way in relieving those pressure from ourselves when we teamwork with other, we collaborate with other people in network. Yeah, it's a good skills, and those skills that you highlighted are actually needed to succeed in what you do. They are important skills. So now I would like to know, what impact do you hope to create within the education system through your advocacy? You mentioned something that actually piqued my interest. You said that this issue of mental health is not all about teacher alone, it's also about the school management and the parents. And yes, I totally agree with you that the awareness you are creating, like the school management needs to know the role they have to play, and the parents also need the role they have to play apart from teachers. So what impact do you hope to create within the education system with your advocacy?
Very important, because I am one of the things I'm very passionate about is education, and in everything that I do, education and development and change, right, driven by education and development is very important. And so for me, everything that works together, right, to bring about education and development. And so just getting to a point where teachers understand themselves and understand their mental health enough to, create an environment for children where they can give what you don't have. And children, especially I am an early years person, right? And so just make reference to that. And from my experience and research on children are like sponges, right? They pretty much soak up what you put down. So for example, there's something that we say about how if you want your children classroom to be organized, then you person must be organized, right? So they are modeling this for them. Now think about you wanting to have children or produce children that are wholesome, children that the mental health is 100%, and then mental health is not 100%. It's impossible. I'm just going to go ahead and say it's impossible. Impossible. Because you're not wholesome enough to even inspire the children to be wholesome for themselves. That's the truth, right? And part of mental health also recognizes it's not that you're not going to have your rocky days, right? It's how you deal with those rocky days. The system and structure that you build around yourself to deal with those rocky days, how you come up from it is what is important. And the children are learning. It's not just about wanting to be able to tell them that they are learning. They're also learning these life skills from you. It's very important. So for me, a good goal would be that teachers recognize just how important their mental, taking themselves seriously is for the good of the children, if for nothing else, for the good of the children. Yeah. And so that's a fantastic goal. If I get to the point where, you know what, teachers are beginning to recognize that they need to take care of themselves they need to take care of themselves, and it's not all that talk of what in heaven, your rest is when you get to heaven. If they realize that, you know what, if I don't get some rest now, my children will not be better for it. Yes, and they bring it into real life practice and into their classroom, and I can see that evidence in it, then I'm fine, to be very honest. That's just what I hope to gain. Every teacher understanding that their mental health is super important. It's super important, and it goes a long way in shaping just the kind of children you have in your classroom.
Thank you very much. You know, one thing that I picked from that, from what you just said, that is very, very important is the fact that those children, when they have good mental health, as they are growing up, they become a responsible adult, not an abused children who is having mental health issue. And this will also affect the way our world will be. It will make the world a better place. Because if everybody is behaving normal, not having mental health issue, the world will be a better place. Of course, these children are growing to be an adult, and they'll be a responsible adult as they are growing up. And it is true that teacher needs to take care of themselves more than before. Yeah. Thank you very much, because I'm actually learning a lot of things that I've never ever think about before. So finally, before we wrap it up, how can we get access to your ebook? Because I know that a lot of our viewers will want to learn more about what you do. Yes, how can we
Yes.
get access to your ebook? Are you open to one-on-one consultation? Because I noticed that in your bio, you also do educational consultation as well. So how do we get access to you and all that?
Okay. So yeah, for my ebook, which is fantastic, of course, please buy, because beyond even from the angle of why I really wanted to buy it, there's also gems, and it comes from a place of, as a teacher. I did not write the book as a psychologist, because I'm not even a psychologist, right? But I wrote it as a teacher who has dealt with burnout, right? And just writing my experiences and things I can learn from. And, I think it's something that is going to, in fact, other people. I wrote it with teachers in mind, or other people have read it that are not teachers, and they're like, you know what? It's also practical for other areas of life as well, other sectors. Yes. So I have it on Seller. Yes, I will be sharing the link with you. So it's just a quick click on it. It's an ebook. Click on it and purchase it. Very, very seamless thing. Yes. So or you could also follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram a lot, Tomiwa_OG, or the Teacher Pop Network. I'll follow both the handles, the Teacher Pop Network and Tomiwa_OG. The link to the book will be there. And beyond that, you get access to all these other ongoing conversations that happen on my Instagram as well. Great conversations, to be very honest. I go on Instagram, yes. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Did I answer all the questions you asked me now? What
Yes,
are
yes.
what,
Yeah, the
yeah,
second
yeah.
question I asked was about consultation, like
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm very open. Please reach out. I'm open to talking with teachers. I'm open to talking with school owners. I'm open to talking with parents as well. Yes, because I like I said, I'm an expert. This is what I studied, and this is what I have done for 7 years. So I understand child development. Anything early years, I understand it. I can, say a few things about it. And so I'm very excited about those conversations. My faith lights up when I need to talk about child development. So yes, please reach out.
I can see the passion. It's actually burning. The zeal is there. Like
Yes,
even what you
yes,
study, the childhood education system is something that is, it's hard to see somebody going into that aspect of education, because people always believe that children talking about their education and all that, it's kind of stressful and all that. So I was just wow at the guest talk ambassador launch when you started talking about what you do. Like, this is so nice. I love people like this that do something that is extraordinary and solve problem in their community. Thank you very much. And just finally, what advice do you have for teachers out there? So what do you want to tell them?
Okay, so teachers, please, please, please. Put yourself, you are important, you matter, you do one of the most important jobs in the world, and you matter. We need you sane, right? We need you sane, we need you wholesome. Okay, and so please take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself can come up in different ways, right? It can come up in different ways. It means having solid connections with people. It means doing your favorite things, finding time to actually do your favorite things, right? And it also means, which is a part that we usually miss out, it also means being the best at everything you do. Because there is a good feeling that comes with just doing things well. If you do something well, that's usually for me, that's usually something that I use to motivate myself, right? Even when the going is getting tough, I'm just like, Tomiwa, at the end of this thing, and you do it well, you're going to be very happy with yourself. You feel on top of the world. And so there's no elixir, yes, more than just doing something well. So make sure you are professional, make sure you are top notch at all times, and please prioritize your mental health.
Thank you so much, Tomiwa. I'm so grateful. Thank you for honoring my invitation and thank for giving us the time because I know you're a very busy person. So buying out the time to come to this chat means a whole lot to me. I look forward to more of future collaboration with you.
Thank
Nice
you
meeting you.
too. I'm really glad and honored to be here as well.
All right. So that's the wrap of the chat and bye bye for now. Talk to you soon.
Bye. See you.
Bye.